Hello everyone, welcome back to the third session of Stack. In the last session, we discussed about the various applications of Stack and learned how to create postfix notations. Cool. We'll be continuing with the same, but the difference is we are going to use stacks to convert infix to postfix. So this was the expression which I had used, taken in the last class, correct? And this was the equivalent postfix notation of the given expression. Okay, kindly note it down because this is going to be used for verification once I get the answer using stacks. Cool. To begin with stack, okay, you need to create a table with 3 columns: symbol scan, stack and Y. Fine. Now follow the given algorithm step by step and finally you will be definitely reaching your postfix notation. So first step of the algorithm says push a left parenthesis into the stack, cool, and add a right parenthesis at the end of your expression. Done. Fine. Now let's start the scanning of the expression from the left side. So if I scan this expression from the left side, I may encounter what? Yes, I may encounter a left parenthesis or an operand or probably operators, as you can see over here, or a closing parenthesis. Fine. So during the scan, if I encounter any of the symbols, any of such symbols, there are few steps that I have to follow. It says that if you meet a left parenthesis, then push that left parenthesis into the stack. So if left parenthesis is there, you have to simply add a left parenthesis to this stack. Fine. If I find an operand like this, operand means A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z, whatever. Okay. So the variables. If you find any variable, you have to simply add it to the Y. So in this column, I will be adding this variable A. So A will be placed in Y, whereas a left parenthesis is added to stack. Cool. In case I meet an operator, in case I encounter an operator, what has to be done? So we know that whenever there is operators, when we talk about operators, there are some precedent rules that has to be followed. Same goes over here. You are going to check the stack, and if there is any operator with higher precedence, right, then simply pop all those operators and bring it to the Y column. Fine. And finally, the symbol scan, the operator scan should be placed back to the stack. What does the algorithm say? Higher or the same precedent operator should be repeatedly popped from the stack, and finally your operator, this operator scan should be placed into the stack. Fine. Now the last symbol which can be encountered will be a right parenthesis. So what if we find a right parenthesis? Again, the popping has to be done from the stack. Pop all the operators one by one from the stack. Fine. And add it to the Y. Simple, cool. Until you reach a left parenthesis. So the moment you are seeing the left parenthesis, stop your popping and remove your left parenthesis in the stack. Cool. So just follow this algorithm, repeat this algorithm, repeat these steps again and again. Finally, you will reach that your stack is going to be emptied out. Okay. So once your stack is empty, you will see your postfix notation will turn up in your Y column. Cool. Let's recap the symbols once again. If you find a left parenthesis, put it in stack. If you find an operand, put it to Y. If you find an operator, go for the precedence. Higher or same precedence operator from the stack needs to be popped and kept it in Y one by one. And finally, you have to add this operator to the stack. Cool. In case of a right parenthesis, again popping has to be done from this stack. All the operators will be shifted to Y until you reach a left parenthesis, and finally you remove that left parenthesis from the stack. Cool. So to understand the concept, let's go ahead with step-by-step procedure. I have the same expression considered over here. So now let us take the first step. Push a left parenthesis into the stack and I add a right parenthesis at the end of the expression. Cool. Now if I scan from the left, what did I see? Yes, it's a bracket. It's a left parenthesis. Stack remains the same. Fine. Now during the scan, if I find a left parenthesis, what should I do? Yes, add it to the stack. So I'm adding this to the stack. Fine. Continue with the scan. So you can see what is the symbol scan? A. A is an operand, so add it to Y. Cool. Now let me proceed. Plus, it's an operator. See the stack status, you are not finding any operator with higher precedence or same precedence. So no popping, rather you have to add your operator straight away into the stack. Cool. Now let's proceed. B. B has to be added to the Y. Next is closing parenthesis. So what should I do? Yes, you have to start your popping from the stack. All operators should be popped one by one until you reach the left parenthesis. Fine. So, and finally remove the left parenthesis from the stack. Cool. What is the next symbol? It's an operator. Again, popping has to be done, but there is no higher precedence or equal precedence operators. So simply place this operator into the stack. Let's proceed further. What's the next symbol? C. C is an operand. Cool. Then we have to add it to Y. Next is a subtraction. Subtraction is an operator. So let's see what is the status of the stack. Of course, I got a operator with a higher precedence. The multiplication is having a higher precedence than the minus. Fine. So what should I do? Yes, you have to pop all the operators which is having higher or same precedence. So I'm popping the symbol out and keeping it in Y. And there is no further operators left out. So keep the minus symbol back to the stack. Cool. So let's proceed further. What is the next symbol? D. D is an operand. Cool. That has to be straight away put it in Y. Now the last symbol is my bracket. Okay. So what is going to happen with a right parenthesis? If you find a right parenthesis, you have to pop from stack each operator until you reach a left parenthesis. So all the operators are popped out, added to Y. Now what is left? The left parenthesis. What should I do with the left parenthesis? Remove it from this stack. So now my stack is empty. That means the answer is there in the Y column, and this is the equivalent postfix notation for the given expression. Cool. So that's how we convert an arithmetic expression to a postfix notation using stack. Interesting, isn't it? And now to make the learning more interesting, here goes one simple question for you to try out. Okay. So convert the following infix expression to postfix, showing the stack contents for each step conversion. This is from the CBSE 2017 question paper carrying the weightage of 2 marks. Of course, the solution will be provided as a link in the comment section so that you can verify your answers. So that brings us to the end of today's session. See you soon in the next lesson with another kind of structure. And now if you really followed this session, put a comment. Stacks went cool, ma'am. Then don't forget to click the like button and do subscribe for the latest updates. Thank you so much for watching. Happy coding!